We are green in Southern California at Irwindale Speedway for race number 9. You can see Jimmy Johnson running 4th at the moment on that outside. Busher trying to make that bottom line work. Chase Briscoe right behind him in the 14. Running a little bit higher of a line as the 17's using a little bit more of that bottom apron, trying to get this car to rotate through the center. For the lead here on lap 56, Johnson trying to make that inner line work. Not going to happen this time, but he's still side by side, still has a nose in there. Bubba shoves it in there, and he's going to... Oh, Johnson washes up the track just a little bit. He's cleared him at the start-finish line, but still hanging out on that bottom. New leader here on lap 67, Jimmy Johnson, and his Legacy Toyota takes the lead in Irwindale, California. 34 cars on the lead lap. Chase Elliott's passed just about every single one of them. You can see the number 9 getting loose right there in 1 and 2. Trying to chase down Jimmy Johnson, our leader. Less than a second separate them right now. Johnson has taken that extreme low with Elliott taking that extreme high line. Now they're side by side for the lead down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 here on lap 154. Elliott trying to make that outside line work. The 3-car of Dillon a lap down in the way. Johnson getting the run in, but not that run off. Here they are, side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. This is still short track racing, and things are going to get racy and dicey. As you can see, the 84 getting real loose underneath him. He's going to have to make something work or use the chrome bumper or both. Elliott giving the chrome bumper to the 43 just a little bit right there in 3 and 4. Jimmy Johnson in his Legacy Toyota is going to come into Irwindale, California. And for the first time ever, Jimmy Johnson wins in a Toyota and wins in the ARN Thunder Series. He's done it. Jimmy Johnson wins in the number 84 in a Toyota for Legacy Motor Club, holding off a hard-fought Chase Elliott in second.
Somewhere far away awaits your destiny, but you've been led astray, so pave a brand new way. Yeah, guess who's back? Everybody get down. Guess who's back? Yeah, stand up, stand up. Takes my breath away, it pulls me right back. I can't sit back any longer and wait. Guess who is back? Don't stare in the eyes of death. Guess who is back? With fire in every breath. Guess who is back? This light hiding in my chest. Guess who is back? We'll share this life for us. Guess who is back?
It's the ARN Thunder Series, live from the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway for today's Atlanta 300. It's race number 10 of the 2023 ARN Thunder season. I'm Alan Bailey. We are 20 miles south of the great city of Atlanta. We still have a good amount of racing to go after today. 5 races until the playoffs start. Next week, we head to North Wilkesboro, Sonoma, Indy, Martinsville, and iRacing Super Speedway to round off our season. But don't look now, we're getting ready to go racing. We are live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It is race number 10 of our season. Tyler Rennick getting a nice little jump, but here comes Larson on the bottom on lap number 1, wasting no time whatsoever. Larson's going to go ahead and take it on that bottom with the number 15, taking a look on that outside. Larson leads lap number 1 as the Toyotas showed up today, but the lone Ford up front is leading. Yes, that is the number 15 of Josh Berry. taking over that car for the rest of the 2023 season. Rennick still leading the 91 of Van Gisbergen. Right behind him, you can see Nemechek ducking to the bottom right now as he'll go ahead and duck in line behind the 15. Single file down the back straightaway with the 15 pulling out, trying to make a move on the 91. There we go. Getting a little racy up here near the front as the rest of the field starting to bunch back up a little bit. 2 by 2 by 2 from second on back. Rennick's going to go ahead and lead lap number 3 out here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But Van Gisbergen getting a push from the number 42. That's John Hunter Nemechek on the outside. You can take a look at those Fords, trying to figure out where to go. And that's the number 38. He'll go ahead and thought about coming down to the bottom. He'll go ahead and slide on up to the top. 3 wide with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right in the middle of it. He's in the sucker hole. Anybody going to let him in? And as Stenhouse is going to try to find a slot somewhere, there's still 3 wide. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. on that outside. He's going to go ahead and bring Ty Gibbs, his teammate, with him. Oh, problems here as the 45 gets up and into the 51. We stay green so far. 3 cars in the wall, but somehow we stay green out here at Atlanta. Oh, once again, the 51 up and into the wall. They're bouncing off each other. Still 3 wide coming out of 4. LaJoie going to go ahead and thread the needle in the middle as Harvick will back off. Corey LaJoie goes to the bottom with the number 45 of Rennick on the outside. Ricky Stenhouse in tow. Gilliland going to go ahead and try to come back around here and lead this lap at Atlanta. He will go ahead and do it with now Martin Truex Jr. second. He's going to go ahead and duck to the outside, though, try to make a move on him. He's going to go ahead and take that outside line with him as Gilliland falls back about 2 car lengths right now, still leading that bottom line. But here comes Martin Truex Jr. ducking down to the bottom. Thought better of it, ducked back to the outside. Ty Gibbs all over the back bumper of Kyle Busch, our leader. Busch kind of trying to work both lines at once. Busch will lead this lap, but watch out for this run from the 20 car on the outside. Here it comes through 1 and 2. Busch still leading by a couple car lengths on that outside line. Ty Gibbs starting to get a little impatient on that outside. Busch goes to the outside. Here comes Gilliland back to the bottom and back on that inside. Busch down to the bottom to block again as things are getting squirrely in the middle of this pack. Everybody minds their P's and Q's for now. Gilliland to the outside and to the lead with a push from Gibbs. Look at Corey LaJoie on that outside trying to make something happen with the 54 in tow. Leader at the line, give it to Gilliland. But here comes LaJoie leading that outside line. New leader in 1 and 2. They're side by side though. LaJoie with about a car length advantage over that inside line, doing it all by himself. Is he going to duck to the bottom here? He will. New leader in 3 and 4. Corey LaJoie to the front of the pack, and it leaves the 38 out to dry as here comes Truex with a run. Is he going to go ahead and get the 7 here at the line? No. Corey LaJoie leads that lap, but here comes that inside line of Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen leading on the bottom, but Elliott on the high side trying to figure out where he wants to go. He's going to go ahead and duck to the bottom, stall out that bottom lane from advancing. And he's going to go ahead and try to make the move on Van Gisbergen all by himself. The 31 is going to go ahead and make the move with him, and here comes a Hendrick teammate to give him another shove on that outside lane. It's a dirt track racer from Indiana, and the V8 Supercar champ going door to door through 3 and 4 here at Atlanta. As that gap will close in 3 and 4 due to the draft. At the line, though, Ty Dillon is your leader. Can't believe I just said that. As the Hendrick teammates had an opportunity to get back together, but Elliott ducks to the outside. Chase Elliott not playing well with his Hendrick teammate of Larson, as Elliott goes extremely high and he'll back up that inside line. Dillon still leading right now. Halfway right here down the back straightaway in the Atlanta 300-kilometer race. Oh, as the number 5 gets very loose on that outside, it'll stall the outside lane, and that'll allow a shuffling of that inside lane. Here comes the 16, AJ Allmendinger, around the outside to the front. As you can see, the 48 coming off pit road. Never mind, battle for the lead is still on. AJ Allmendinger leads him down the back straightaway. On that outside lane, Briscoe jumps to the outside, now to the inside. Side by side through 3 and 4. Briscoe back to the lead. Allmendinger will lead the outside, but it'll stall back a couple car lengths. Here comes the 45 of Rennick on the inside. He'll go ahead and try to make a move now on the outside of our leader. He'll bring the 78 of BJ McLeod with him as green flag pit stops have begun here in Atlanta. Oh, as the 14 ducks down pit road.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution. The 41, the 4, all involved in this. Some cars were ducking onto pit road. You could see the 32 of Kurt Busch going to go ahead and make his pit stop here on lap 68. You could see effectively all of our leaders ducking down pit road here on lap 70 under caution. You could see a few drivers staying out here, taking the wave around. They were already on pit road and committed. It looks like the number 34 car of Michael McDowell is going to go ahead and lead them off pit road with BJ McLeod second right now. Coverage of today's Atlanta 300 brought to you by Wraith. You can log on to drinkwraith.com and use promo code Allen10 at checkout for 10% off of your entire order. Whether that's the starter bundles, tubs, or merchandise, it's 200 milligrams of caffeine, amino acids, antioxidants, 0 sugar, and less than 6 calories per serving. Log on to drinkwraith.com, use promo code Allen10 at checkout. Join the cult, Drink Wraith. Restart on lap 71. We're racing once again at Atlanta. Power move right there by those Legacy Toyotas. You can see Johnson now leading last week's winner. Jimmy Johnson has showed up to play here in the ARN Thunder Series. That victory last week catapulted him up and into the postseason, and now he's trying to go back-to-back here in the ARN Thunder Series, something that no one has yet to do here. Barry leading, but right now, Wallace all over his back bumper. Now here comes LaJoy to the help of Barry. Barry ducks to the outside, down to the inside, trying to block both lanes. Side by side, Kevin Harvick on the outside with the 17 of Buescher in tow. Barry on the bottom. No, the number 4 got very loose off 2 right there. That'll stall the outside lane just a little bit, allow the 15 to pull away. But you can see the 4 is still side by side for second, now slipping just a little bit. Bubba Wallace jumps to the outside in front of Harvick, and Wallace will get alongside our leader and new leader in 1 and 2, Bubba Wallace, and he'll duck down to the bottom. Wallace pulling out to about a 3-car length advantage on the number 15 on the inside. Bell leading the outside lane, but Wallace is a sitting duck at the moment. Wallace goes to the outside, now back to the inside, trying to block both lines, but here they come. They have the run. Wallace is going to go ahead and stick to the bottom right now, but the 20 car washes up the track. 20 car is going to lose at least 1 spot, maybe more, but the 15 with a shove from the number 3 goes to the lead as that outside lane just simply stalls out. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leading over Austin Dillon. Here comes Dillon on the outside. 2 laps to go in Atlanta. Austin Dillon, no help on the outside. Ricky Stenhouse with a shove from the 15 of Barry on the inside. Down the back straightaways. Side by side with the lead and the advantage going to the 3 car. He'll duck down to the bottom. Coming to the white flag through 3 and 4. 1 lap to go, presented by Wraith. Christopher Bell leading right now. Bubba Wallace second in line right now. He'll duck out and come to the bottom, side by side for the lead and the win. Bubba Wallace on the inside looking for his second win of the season. Ricky Stenhouse in tow, coming off of 4. Bubba Wallace gets the victory at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming home second. Unbelievable. Here's a look at your finishing order. Bubba Wallace gets the victory in the number 23 Toyota. Second victory of the season for him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming home second. Christopher Bell third, with Josh Berry fourth. Austin Dillon fifth on the racetrack. Chris Buescher coming home sixth. Kevin Harvick seventh, with Jimmy Johnson eighth. Chandler Smith, the rookie, ninth. And Corey LaJoie 10th out here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Phenomenal race out here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. A lot of people, including myself, question the conversion to the super speedway style racetrack out here at Atlanta. And honestly, phenomenal. We'll always miss the old Atlanta that ran out here for decades, but truly, we saw a phenomenal race out here that simply will never go unnoticed. We simply got a treat out here. Want to thank you so much for watching. For everyone at iRacing, the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the American Racing Network, and the ARN Thunder Series, I'm Alan Bailey. We'll see you out at the track.